politics has entered this space, right? Even in the United States, you've got conservatives, the Republicans more sympathetic to him, Biden critical to him. There have been analogies drawn between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Do you see any analogy? Do you think that these are men who are presently being underestimated because they tend to rant? They rant publicly. They thrive on being abrasive. They enjoy provoking people and getting under the skin of people, and they don't really follow the rules. Do you see that analogy, and how do you see the political fault lines when it comes to Musk and Twitter?
I think the analogy is that we live in a world where individuals have the ability to act with a level of impunity. That, outside of traditional institutions, there is this anti-establishment sensibility. And even though both Donald Trump and Elon Musk both came from very wealthy families, and so as a consequence, they didn't build it themselves. They had enormous amounts of opportunity and network to do what they did. Nonetheless, they come across as they are the iconoclasts. They're going to break everything down. They know better. And they will represent you in the fight against all of those bad people in the policy establishment and in the media establishment and the pointy-headed public intellectuals, the MDs like Dr. Fauci, and the PhDs, perhaps even like myself. Look, I get it. I understand that that's popular. It's fashionable. But it fundamentally, what it means is it's an effort to undermine expertise. It's an undermine. And so when Elon said, I'm going to democratize the check. And so you can be a public journalist now, meaning literally anybody out there can fly the plane. You don't need to have expertise flying the plane. Your view is just as important as anybody else's. And that's what Donald Trump says when he says, I love the undereducated. Look, we all love the undereducated. We all love people. Actually, Donald Trump has done more to show that he doesn't care about large swaths of people on the planet than almost anyone out there, because he tribalizes and demonizes. But what they are both trying to do is say, those of you that are outside the smoke-filled room, their expertise doesn't matter. We're going to empower you. And of course, what that means is pitchforks. What that means is disinformation. What that means, the democratization of information ends up being a dumbification of the public sphere. And that's something, as someone who represents civil society and a democracy that I believe needs to function well for the rest of the world, I think that both of these individuals politically have done a lot of damage.